What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, creating a sketch illustration of Mega Charizard X from Pokemon. Let's begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines in the center of our page to help us draw out a circle. So start at the very top in the middle. Just going to lightly sketch out a line coming all the way down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to add another guideline going across from left to right. So start in the center, extend this out toward the left, and then out towards the right. Now I'm going to sketch our circle around the center point. So from here we're going to go all the way up towards the top. So I'm going to mark off the top of our circle with a straight line. Let's take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now I'm going to do the same thing across this horizontal line. We're going to take this distance over towards the left. Just going to mark off the left side of our circle, and then taking that same distance over towards the right. Now connect each of these points with a curve to create our circle. Let's start with the top left. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the rough size and placement on our page. We can always go back and just smooth out our circle. Now I'm going to turn our character's head towards the right. So I'm going to place the center of the brow on the right side of our circle. So we're going to start in the middle. Just going to bend this up and then out towards the right. Now you want to extend the edge of the brow up towards the two horns. So we're going to start right in the middle. Let's extend this up and out with a straight line towards the left. Now on the right side, we're just going to angle this up towards the top to right about there. Now halfway between the brow, we're just going to curve the beak, coming down at an angle and then out towards the right. Let's go to the side of the brow. We're just going to taper this down towards that center point. So start on the left, coming down and then out, and then do the same thing on the right. Now I tuck the eye in underneath this line. We're going to step up, draw a half circle, coming down and then in towards the middle. Now you go back to this point. We're going to curve the beak, going up towards a point. Just round this out and just pull that down. Now add some rough shape to the top edge of the mouth. We're going to start from here, bend this in and then up. Draw another curve, going in and then up towards that center line. Let's add in the cheekbones, curving this up and out toward the left. Let's go out and then up towards that center line. Now let's open up the lower jaw. Starting from this point, curve this down and out towards the right. And then we'll just tuck this up underneath the top of the beak, going up and in. Let's go back to the center of the brow. We're going to curve the back, going up and just bending that out toward the left side of our page. Let's go to the right side of that circle. Just going to bend the back, going up and just blending that out towards the top of the neck. Let's go to the tip of the left horn. We're just going to angle this down and in towards the side of the cheek with a straight line. Let's go to the top of the right horn, draw a straight line coming down in behind the head. Let's add in the jaw. We start up here. It's going to follow that curve of the circle coming down. Bend this in and then down around the mouth. And I want to trace the mouth coming down towards the bottom and go straight up towards the tip. Let's go to the left side of our circle. We're going to follow this curve going around and then down along the side of the neck. Let's go underneath the jaw and draw that same curve again. Now I'm going to add some fire coming out from the side of the mouth. Let's start on the left side underneath the cheek. Just going to add a curve going around and up. Bend this out and go up past the side of the neck. I just want to taper this so it gets wider as it comes down and then pull that in underneath the mouth. Let's add the flame on the right side in behind the head. We're going to start around the brow, going around in behind the horn, going up and out. I just want to taper that back in behind the head. Now that we have a rough sketch, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now that we have our clean rough sketch, we're going to move to the tip of our pencil and lightly add a second level of detail. Let's start with the front edge of the brow. We'll start from the inside of the eye. We just want to add some folds going across the top of the brow, going out towards the left. Now you don't want to go too dark because we want to leave some room to make some adjustments if we need to. It's going out and up. So we've added those folds. Now I'm going to add some detail to the eye. Just adding a little bit of shape, coming in. And adding the iris and pupil. Let's work our way across the front of the brow. Now we're just going to add some folds coming in towards the center. And working our way out towards the right. Now going across the cheek. And again, just adding a little bit more detail as we go. And I just want to blend this in towards the teeth. So just going to add a point along the bottom edge. And just refining the shape. Let's add a little bit of a bend along the top of the horns. Now once we're comfortable with a rough sketch, we'll go back in and darken up our lines. So I always like to start around the eyes. Just working our way out and adding those folds. I'm just going to darken up the backside of the mouth and then fade that out as you go over towards the right. And lightly shading the tongue. And now we're using the side edger pencil to add some shading across the head. I'm just going to darken up the bottom of the neck and then just fade that out as we go to the halfway point. I'm just going to darken up that shadow, but also leave a little bit of a highlight along the bottom edge. Just going to add a basic crosshatch pattern to the neck area, just to replicate the scales. Just a very subtle effect. And as we get closer to finishing off our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more contrast. And always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Mega Charizard X. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you want to keep drawing with me, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.